Hi everyone, welcome to the Online Academy for Irish Music. My name is Alan Finn and I am a button accordion player and fiddle player from Bullifant in North, County Cork. I am going to teach you how to play the button accordion, teach you a couple of tunes, techniques and explain the instrument. We're going to start off with actually explaining the instrument itself, just to remember that it is the BC system that we're using for this course. There are different types of tuning on accordions, but this is the BC system we're using today. So we'll start off with the actual basics and the parts of the accordion. So here you have the fingerboard, normally 2 rows. Sometimes there might be a couple of buttons inside here as well, but generally it's 2 rows for the Irish music, to play Irish music on the accordion. Here you have the bellows. Here is the bass hand. We won't be using this for these courses. We'll only be focusing on our fingerboard, the right hand side. Here you have the air button. This will be important to control the airflow between the bellows. Not all accordions have this system, but these are couplers. If you do have couplers here, it changes the sound. That's a soft sound, and here is a rougher sound. It doesn't really matter what one you're using, it just changes the tone. It's more personal preference to if you do have this system. Some people just have a preference to play the sweeter tone or the rougher tone. So, how to hold the accordion. Again, some people would have 2 straps. I have only 1 strap, but some people have 2 straps that will come out this side and this side. I generally would just recommend to use 1. The 2 straps would normally be used for marching bands or if you're standing up playing the accordion. But generally you sit down playing the accordion. So you have your right hand over the fingerboard here. Put the strap over your shoulder. Place the curved side of the accordion here against your left leg. And so. Thumb on the right hand side here. Do not put your thumb at the back like this. Do not do that. Keep your thumb on the side. This will keep your hand free and easily able to move as we're using the various notes, especially as we go down using the higher notes as we progress through each lesson. It is also important to note that you do not use your thumb at any stage to play any note. You have your first finger, second finger, third finger and 4th finger. I will be using these numbers as we go along, as I'm teaching you the tunes, and just to describe where each finger should go on each button. Really important at this side that you can keep your hands over the bass notes like this. We will not be using the bass, just to clarify. And your thumb will be used over the air button to control the bellows. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few notes on the accordion. Now, a very, very important point I need to make is my particular accordion I'm using has 23 notes on the right hand side on the fingerboard. There are other types of accordions that you might be using that only have 21 notes. There's 2 extra notes up here. So we're going to start with the note D. So this is a push-pull system. So that means we push and pull, that if I pull out the note, it makes 1 sound, and then you have, if you push in, it makes another note. So we're going to count, if you have 23 notes, we'll count down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have 21 notes or 21 buttons, you'll count down 3. In this case, I'm going to count down 4 because I have 23 buttons. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to draw that note out. So that note is D. Right, that was using my first finger. Now with my second finger, I'm going to push in this note. And that note is E. So if we go from the start again, so counting down 1, 2, 3, 4. First note, D with your first finger, and drawing out the note, D. With my second finger, with the note directly underneath it, I'm going to push in, and that note is E. With my third finger, so count down 4 again, so you have your D, your E. With my third finger, I'm going to play this note and push it in again, which is G. So just run over those 3 notes again. So you have D with your first finger, E with your second finger, G with your third finger. Now this is where the push-pull system comes into play. With your G, you play in the G. With the same button, you draw out the note, which is A. So that's 4 notes covered. So we have D, E on the push, G on the push, and the same button on the draw. The last note we're going to learn is B with your small finger. So D on the draw, E on the push with your second finger, G on the push with your third finger, A on the same button on the draw, and now your last note with your small finger is B on the draw. So you're covering 1, 2, 3, 4, all in the line. 1, 2, 3, 4. So D, E on the push, G on the push, same button A, draw, and B with your small finger on the draw. And to go on the reverse, starting with your small finger, third finger, second finger, first finger, B on the draw, A on the draw, G on the push, E on the push, and finally D on the draw. Now, it is very important as well that you do not have your accordion drawn out like this or too close together, because you'll run out of air. If you had it roughly here, and you can use the air button to control the ins and outs as you progress through your tunes. So just to play those notes again, we'll play them a bit faster, so it'll be D, E, G, A, B, and on the reverse, B, A, G, E, D. Very important that you use all 4 fingers. Some people do have the habit of jumping around with 1 finger or 2 fingers and not using these fingers. It is very important that you use all your fingers and not to be jumping around. As we progress, it'll make sure that the tune will flow and it's less work for yourself. Okay, so we have our 4 notes, D, E, G, A, and B. So we're going to try a simple polka. This is actually one of the first tunes I learned myself as a child when I was learning music. It's called the Kerry Polka, but in certain parts of the country it's also called Peg Ryan's Polka. So I will play the tune fully through. I will play the first part twice and the second part twice. I won't play it up to speed, but I'll play it kind of a bit lively, just so you kind of get the tune in your ear. And then we will start with the first part.
There's a great feature on the OAIM website which helps to accelerate your learning. It's called the Play Along backing tracks. Here you'll find this tune played with accompaniment at slow, medium and fast tempos. This allows you to build up the speed of your playing naturally.
Okay, that was the first part and the second part of the Kerry Polka. We will begin with the first part. So I will play the first part again, very slowly this time, and then we'll break it down phrase by phrase. Okay. At this point, it is still very, very important to hold your instrument correctly. People do tend to get a little comfortable or over-comfortable, we'll say, and end up with the accordion here, like this. Make sure you keep the accordion against your left leg so that when you're pushing the bellows, that the accordion doesn't move. If you have it in the center, it can move across and also will wear the bellows. So just remember, thumb on the side and the accordion here. So, using our notes, so 4 buttons, and we're using 5 notes. We're going to find our D again, our E, our G, and our B, all in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, without moving your hand. So you keep each finger over each button. So the first phrase is B, D, E, D. So it's B on the draw with your small finger, D with your first finger on the draw, E, your second finger on the push, and D again on the draw. So we'll do that again. It'll be B, D, E, D. And that phrase is played twice. So it'll be B, D, and we'll do it again. B, D, E, D. Moving on to the next phrase of the tune. We're starting on our G. So our third finger on the push is going to be G, A, same button on the draw, B with your small finger. We'll do that again. So it'll be G, A, B, and the phrase to follow it will be A on the draw, G, same finger and same button on the push, E, your second finger, and your first finger D on the draw. So those two phrases together will be G, push, A, same button out, B with your small finger, A on the draw again, G on the push, second finger, E, and D, first finger on the draw. So we'll try all phrases together, starting from the start. So starting with the B, D, E, D, and repeat that. D, E, D. G with your third finger. Same button out, A, B with your small finger, A on the draw, same button, G on the push, E, second finger on the push, and D on the draw. I'll repeat that again. This time I'll just play it without explaining it. It's also very important not to be looking at your fingers as you're playing. Okay, try to memorize where your fingers are and try to memorize each note, which is either push or draw. So again, if you have 23 buttons, we're counting down 4. If you have 21 buttons, you're counting down 3 to find your D. In my case, I have 23 buttons, so I'm counting down 4 to find a D, E, G, A, and your B. So. Now, moving on, the next phrase of the polka is actually the same as your first phrase. It's B, D, E, D, and repeating that again. B, D, E, D. So playing all of them together, it will be D, E, D, B, and to finish off the tune, starting on our G with our third finger on the push, G, same button out for A, B with your small finger, A, G, G. Now, when you're playing a double note, when I say a double note, when you have two notes like that at the end of the phrase, it's G, G. Make sure to lift your finger off the button. Do not use your bellows like this. Some people tend to use the bellows to divide two notes. Make sure you lift your finger. Okay, so the last phrase again will be G on the push, A on the draw, B on the draw with your small finger, A with your third finger on the draw, and 2 G's on the push but lifting your finger. So, we'll try the whole tune, nice and slowly. B, D, E, D, B, D, E, D, G with your third finger on the push, same button out with A, B, A, G, E, D, B, D, E, D, B, E, D, G, A, B, A, G, G. Just remember to keep your 4 fingers all in a line over each button and don't be moving up and down. This will make it easier to find your buttons and learn which note is on the push, which note is on the draw, and your awareness of the fingerboard in general. A few frequently asked questions or problems that may arise as you were playing. The air button is essential to control the airflow through the accordion, as I previously explained. There is no problem to use the air button while also playing a note to control the airflow. If the accordion, some tunes, case in point like the Kerry Polka we've done, a lot of notes are on the draw, which means your bellows tends to go out a little bit too far. Do not be afraid to play the air button or hit the air button while you're also playing a note. Again, as I explained earlier, it is essential also that you keep your thumb on the side of the accordion. The strap, make sure that you have plenty of room. Don't have it tied, don't have the accordion tied to you like this or too close to you. Have it at a comfortable distance away from your body, and that you're sitting in an upright position, but also comfortably, that your shoulders are not hunched or that you're not leaning down like this. Again, very, very important, don't jump around with one finger or two fingers. Try to use all your fingers. This will ensure the tune is nice and smooth. So, if you want to slow down, here are the instructions for using the slow down function on YouTube. You hit the settings icon, which looks like a gear on the timeline of the video. Click it and you will get 4 options. Click on playback speed and you will get an option to slow down or speed up the video. You can experiment with this feature. As I said previously, I am from Bullifant in North County Cork. Bullifant would be an area with a lot of music history. I learnt how to play my first notes of music from my second cousin, my mother's first cousin, Maggie McCarthy. I played my first notes on the tin whistle at the age of 4 years of age. My grandfather was instrumental on getting me to play music. There was an accordion in his house, and I eventually progressed onto the accordion when I was about 6 or 7 years of age. I studied music in the University of Limerick, but prior to that, music would have been very important in my primary school years. We'd have learned how to set dance, step dance, and also how to play music. Unfortunately, I didn't really get much time to learn how to dance because I always was required to play music for the dancers. So music or set dancing and dancing in general would have had a very big aspect on my playing style, which would be very rhythmic and driving. The Shandrum Kelly Band, which I was the leader of, made history, I suppose, by winning 3 All-Ireland titles in a row in the Senior Kelly Band competition in 2015, 2016 and 2017. We were one of only 5 bands ever to achieve this feat, so we're very proud of that. These days I teach music professionally and play music professionally. I play all over Ireland and abroad. It's hard to talk about yourself, but that's kind of it so far. So now I am teaching you online, which is a different medium again, but somewhat enjoyable, and I hope you're enjoying it also. We have the first part of the tune done, so we're going to move on to the second part. Now, we're still focusing on the just inside row of the accordion for the time being. Now, the second part, we have a new note to introduce, which is your high D. Your high D is right underneath your B on the draw. So you have D, E, G, A, B, and high D. So what I'll do is I will play the second part of the Kerry Polka nice and slowly, but with rhythm, bearing in mind that I will ask you to pay close attention to how I use my fingers. So it is important to remember that we actually have to move our finger slightly, but to do this there is a format that you can use that your hands will have to slide down a small little bit to get to your high D. So the first phrase of the second part of the Kerry Polka, we're starting on the B. So you have your first finger on your D, second finger on the E, third finger on the G and A, fourth finger on the B. We're starting with B. Now, you use your small finger, your fourth finger, and you go down to the next button right underneath, which is the high D, and you draw. Which leaves us now with our hands a button down. But we're going to play B again, with our third finger this time. And then A with our second finger. So, to do that again, starting with our fourth finger, small finger on the B, on the draw, then jump down one to the high D on the draw, back to our third finger now on the B, second finger on the A. So we'll do that one more time. B, high D with your fourth, B now with your third, A with your second. Now for the next phrase, it'll be A on our second finger this time, A, G on the push, same button, E with our first finger, and then D with our first finger, which brings you back to your original position. So that phrase again will be A with our second finger on the draw, G on the push, same button, E with our first finger, and then jump up one note with our first finger on the D. So, to take those phrases together, we have B, fourth finger, high D with our fourth finger, B now with our third finger, and then A, another A, G, same button, push, E with our first finger, and then D with our first finger to bring us back to our original position. We'll do that again. So B, high D, B, A, and A again, G, E, D. As explained previously, when you're doing two notes on the same button, make sure to lift your finger. Don't use the bellows. Like that, make sure you lift off the button. So, just to do that one more time because of the finger movements. B, starting with our D, 1, 2, 3, 4. B with the fourth. High D with the fourth. B now with the third. A, and another A. G, E, D. Now, the next phrase is actually the same as your first part. So it'll be G, A, B with your fourth finger, A, G, E, D. One more time. G, A, B, A, G, E, D. So, to do those two phrases together, it will be B, high D, B, A, G, E, D, G, A, B, A, G, E, D. Paying particular attention to the movement up and down when you're reaching for your high D. We'll repeat that again. part of the tune is actually the same as your first phrase. And we'll slow that down all again, so it'll be B, high G with your small finger, fourth finger, B now with your third, A with your second, another A with your second, same button, G in, E with your first finger on the push, and jump up with your first finger to the D. So to do that again now will be B, high G, B, A, G, E, D. All the while remember just to control your bellows with your air button. Keep it nice and comfortable. Doing the whole lot of those phrases together. B, high G, B, A, G, E, D, G, A, B, A, G, E, D, B, high G, B, A, G, E, D. And your last phrase is actually the same as the last phrase of your first part as well. So this tune is actually a lot of repetition, which makes it easy enough to learn. Starting on your G, then A on the draw, B, A, and two Gs. So do that again. G, A, B, A, G, G. So I'll take the whole first part, or second part, sorry, the whole second part of the tune. B, high G, B, A, G, E, D, G, A, B, A, G, E, D, B, D, B, A, G, E, D, G, A, B, A, G, G. Now, some people might attempt or find it easier to just jump down like this. B, D, B with your fourth finger. I would advise against this because as we move on and tunes get more difficult, the finger placings and your use of fingers is very, very, very important, especially in the button accordion, just to keep the flow of the tune. So just remember when you're going down to your high G, you're starting in your fourth, B, fourth for the high G, and then your third finger is taking over the B. A again, G, E, and then your first finger with the D again, and then you're back to your original position. Okay, I'll just play that second part again one more time for you. Just paying particular attention now to the finger placings. Okay, and just a reminder again, very, very important, your thumb on the side of the accordion, not behind. Using your air button to keep the bellows controlled against your left leg for to hold the accordion, not in the center like this. Always on the left leg. Adjust your strap if you need to as well. Just make sure it's on a comfortable position, that your shoulder's not hunched down or that you're too far back this way. Now that we have the first part and the second part done of the Kerry Polka, I'm going to play it through slowly for you. I'm going to repeat the first part twice and the second part twice. So, finding your D. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting with our fourth finger on the B. You can also get the sheet music for this tune in staff notation form or ABC format for free on the OAIM website. Hit the course tab, filter for recording, click on Absolute Beginner Recording, download music for this tune here. So, I hope you all enjoyed learning your first tune on the accordion, the Kerry Polka. So the next tune I'll be teaching in this course is the well-known polka called John Brosnan's. John Brosnan is actually a very well-known button accordion player from Gwynedd in County Kerry. He actually tunes and fixes my accordions and is a good friend of mine. So, to continue progressing on your accordion, I encourage you to join me for lesson 2 on the OAIM website. We have a 14-day free trial for you to test the website out, and after that, it's €19 a month and you can cancel easily at any time.